What up, minions? It is August 2nd, and today is a Wednesday, I believe. Um, yeah, so we're in August now. Let's see, missed like a few days. Been back at work this week. Been pretty busy. Um, I don't know, honestly, I really haven't had too much on my mind. Had like a really good weekend. Did like a tree rush thing where you like go up on the obstacle courses way up high in the trees. That was like super fun. I love watching like my kids just overcome kind of like scary things, even though they weren't really like scary, but it was definitely like very physical, and it was probably like the hottest day of the year on top of it. So that was really, really cool. I enjoyed that as a bunch of my family and my girlfriend, and that was really cool. Then the next day we all went out to like a lake and hung out there on a boat. So that was like really fun too. And then let's see, Sunday I just clean well, my girlfriend just wanted to like, and me, I guess, but like we just wanted to hang out and just kind of like recuperate kind of from the days outside, and just kind of cleaned up the apartment and everything like that. So yeah, that was a good way to kind of recharge and get back to work. Yeah, they're really not a whole, let me think. Monday, Tuesday, I don't know. I haven't really been up to too much. I've seen some cool, I don't know, just at night after I get off work. I'll like, I don't know. I usually try to like read a book or something like that, but I've been putting on like a movie here and there. I watched a couple movies. One was like Father Stew. That was pretty good. I actually really liked that, like Mark Wahlberg and Mel Gibson. That was really good. Never heard of it. I just happened to see it, and I like those actors. So, and then I watched Horns. That was actually really interesting. It was by or not by, but the dude what Harry Potter's in it. I don't know his name, but I think it was Harry Potter. I'm pretty sure. But that was cool. I thought it was like a really cool premise and a cool idea, and I thought it was like a good movie overall. Some of it seemed a little like uh I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything negative about it, but I thought it was like overall, I thought it was like a really good movie. And I was like, oh, like I thought it was like based off like a comic book or something, because it felt like an origin story to like this like kind of like a anti-hero vigilante kind of character, but it's off. Maybe I think it just comes from like a novel, like a fantasy novel. But check it out. I don't know. I do plan. I think I'm gonna read the book, and I should have wrote down who the author was to give like kudos and all that, which I did not. But um, yeah, I might check out the book because the movie was interesting. Made me think. I thought it was like a really cool idea of what he did with that story. But anyways, I don't know. So it was like a couple movies. I really haven't been up to like too much. I've been bike riding a lot actually. Went biking last night, got absolutely drenched in the rain. Which was like cool. I just don't like, I don't know, like being like all wet and soggy, but and I'm Italian, so uh I knew I had to like get to a shower, or otherwise I'd get super sick and perish, because that's the only cure for getting rained on. But yeah. But let's see. And then Monday I think I went for a bike ride too. Yeah. So I've just been riding my bike a lot. Um Today, the only thing, I don't know, I went to court. Actually, and that was an interesting court. A lot of people. There's like a lot of, of course, the client, who's like my client. Then there's like, lawyers and guardian ad litems and probation officers and health and human services workers, and uh just a bunch of people, and the judge, of course. And that was kind of interesting. Like, to me, it was just like you can clear, like there was a very clear distinction of mom and daughter, and daughter is only 13 years old, and She is someone who's like pretty fiery, like very impulsive, but just a young teenage girl, but very composed today. Like there's times she just, her mom is a big trigger for her and she just wanted to like leave court and wanted to kind of go to old habits of being angry and loud um and run away and stuff like that. But so you could see like those old habits kind of flare up, but she did very well. She was very composed, very mature, went through the process, lots of tears. And then there was mom who, obviously is old. I think, I don't know, probably 30 something, 35. Looks like she's like in her 40s or 50s with like probably a history of things that just age people, like stress on the body. Um, but you could just really see a difference. Like her not her daughter, who's like receiving a lot of like services and has a lot of support around her. Does therapy, has advocates, has a probation officer that checks in, has like DHHS worker that checks, just like a lot of people checking on her and rooting for her. She's very articulate, very, you can see like these like skills, like you see her mentality kind of like changing from very like impulsive and angry to learning how to deal with those emotions and be more like have a more productive reaction to that. Then you see the mom where the judge like called on her, gave her time to talk, and ended up having to like cut her off because she just was like super like emotional, which is fine to be emotional, but it's just like kind of to the point where it's like um almost it's just it came off very like immature. Um because and it wasn't just like not so much that, but like everyone there was here was like everyone in this courtroom, like, and there had to be like at least 20 people, maybe even 30, like to maybe 20 people, but everyone here was here for like the the youth. Everyone was thinking about the youth and her best interest. And then as soon as the mom started talking, it was all she could talk about was like herself. Like, you don't know where I came from, you don't know my struggles and things that are like valid and you can like understand what she's like saying, but it's like she's like the only one in the room kind of like thinking of herself and like blaming everyone else, while her daughter, who's like 13 and has reasons to be more immature, is like taking accountability and recognizing like the things that she needs to do better and like has done better and things like that. So it just was like a clear distinction of like, her having services and support, um, and like structure and accountability and routine and all those kind of things versus a much older person that is supposed to be, the parent, not having those things and how she almost acted more like, you would expect like a 13-year-old to act. So I thought that was like pretty interesting. But it's pretty common in my line of work. Just like a lot of parents like struggling to be parents. And then it just got me thinking about just like a lot of like just generational trauma, I guess. And just like that generational cycle, like um how just like I don't know, our kids will pick up our habits and they'll watch how we deal with things and the issues that we have, and usually those things will be passed down um genetically, but also like in a conditional way, psychological way, like it's learned as well, conditioned, and habits are made. And um so just like yeah, like a lot of these families I work with, you just see like that generational cycle like happening. And it's just like reminds me of just like importance of just like trying to break cycles. And the best way to do that is, you just have to identify like what those issues are, whether it's, I don't know, it could be mental health issues, it could be alcoholism or other drug abuse, or it could be like a number of things. It could be a lot of things, tons of, it could be anything. But yeah, just identifying and being realistic about what the problem is, and not like sweeping under the rug or ignoring it, knowing it's okay to like ask for help. Um, and just yeah, I getting good supports around you in the community and your school or whatever it is. Getting that good support and getting educated on it by like mentorships or like by mentors or I don't know, whatever books, documentaries, movies, like just something that educates you on what could be and how to do it. Um, and I think that always like I don't know, it gets I don't know, also gets me thinking of just how like we go around day to day and we always ask each other, like how you doing, how you feel, like what's going on. Like it's always like how you feel right now, how are you doing right now. But I think it's really important to sometimes break up that kind of monotonous and um I don't know, it's just like that expected question, but ask people like how do they want to feel, like you know what I mean, like because how do you feel? Oh, I feel shitty. Oh, well, that sucks. Because like, what are you gonna say? Like, what's making you feel shitty? I don't know. You have a little bit of a conversation, but like if someone's feeling down, it's like, well, how do you want to feel? It's like a very different question that no one ever really asks. So I don't know. For like, uh, I don't know. My brain's kind of like going back and forth on a couple thoughts, but I think it's good to like think about that because like once you kind of know how you want to feel, like so think about I don't know how you typically feel if you just take a moment. And if I think about it myself, mm, I think for the most part, I feel pretty content. I feel, um, yeah, I don't know. I feel pretty content, excited, and passionate overall. And I think that's taken a little bit of time to like get to, um, with just like circumstances that have happened more recently in my life and things like that. Um, but I would say before that, I felt guilty, kind of like aimless, um, maybe somewhat defeated, things like that. So how did I get from there to like where I am now? It's just like kind of thought to myself, how do I want to feel? Like I want to feel these ways. I want to feel passionate. I want to feel excited for the each and every day and for tomorrow. And I want to feel like I have purpose. Like so when I get kind of like those feelings of how I want to feel, it just gives me kind of like a compass in life. Like no matter what happens, even if I get like off track, north is always north. Like if I would know I want to go north, I might stray a little east or west or might even go south, like the opposite direction. But like no matter what, like I know where north is. So I have really no excuse as to not get there because it's like north is north. Like the compass is gonna point north. So if I want to feel I don't know if I want to feel like I don't know, thankful or passionate or purposeful or any of those things. I'm gonna like do things in my life that are gonna get me there. So, um, or if I don't know, like like an easy one is like if I want to feel like healthy, like that's a really basic, kind of an easy one to like conceptualize. Is like if I want to feel healthy, if that's my north star, if that's where my compass is pointing, um, I have a choice. Like I can eat like I don't know a full like a whole pack of Oreos, or I can get some like carrots and some hummus and make a snack out of that. And like, which one do I want? And like, my compass is gonna like my north star is gonna be health, so I'm gonna choose carrots and hummus over a whole pack of Oreos. So or it could be a day where I just want to like sit on my butt and watch mindless TV. Or I can just like I can sprinkle in just like an hour of, I don't know, some calisthenics while I watch TV or jump on my bike and go ride a few miles. Um, but but I might be feeling a little bit unmotivated or, um, just not really wanting to. But then again, I should look at my compass and I see my direction, and that direction takes me like to do some working out or to like get outside and go for like a nice walk or a ride or just something really easy, like I just follow that compass. And like even, I might plan to, I don't know, work out 5 days a week. Maybe there's a couple days I just feel lazy and I stray a little bit. I go a little bit east or I go a little bit west. But at the end of the day, like I know which way I gotta go. Like I just gotta make a choice to be healthier. So like that makes me more aware of like if I know like where I want to be, it makes me just more aware of like what I'm putting in my body and what I'm doing and being active. But that's like, being healthy is like it's kind of just like A or B, and you know which one's gonna like get you there. And doing other things that are a little bit tougher, I don't know, it's hard to know like if you want to be more happy, like uh and you gotta ask yourself like what happiness means to you and things like that and what that looks like. Um, but like I don't know, thinking about court today, like if you want to be like a better parent, like what does that mean? You just follow that compass. Like if your North Star is being a better parent, um, thinking about the way you communicate to your kid, you can like snap at them and yell at them, or you can have a conversation with them. Um, which one's your North Star? You can like argue in that power struggle, or you can like try to teach them something and have like a real meaningful like dialogue, like which one's your North Star. And you can let them, I don't know, you could spoil them, you can develop this like entitled behavior. If they throw a tantrum, uh you like give in to what they want to like make the tantrum stop and like kind of give yourself this like peace. uh but then like what are you teaching them to like just throw tantrums to get what they want? Or you set up like rules and boundaries and you put your foot down and you go through the hard shit, so that they learn like your yes means yes and your no means no. And which one's the North Star. Like it's a little bit harder to be firm and stuff like that, especially when you're burnt out and tired. But and especially that kind of brings up another point, like when you're burnt out, when you're tired, when things are hard, you got your compass. You like make it clear to yourself, and so that's gonna like help you make the right direction to get where you want to be. So yeah, I don't know. And that's just kind of like thoughts I had on that, because like I can understand how this like parent today would just be like very overwhelmed. Um, because the judge like the judge put her on blast. The judge like uh yeah, judge went hard on her, and I could see how that would be really tough. Even though if it's a little, or not a little, even if it's pretty justified, and um this parent could do significantly better for their child. Um, I think right now, like in this specific situation, this person, like this parent's just kind of like doesn't want to acknowledge the North Star, doesn't want to acknowledge their compass and the direction to go. They want to be, it's easier to be like lost right now for her. It's easier um to just not know which way to go, even though everyone knows like north is north. Everyone knows like when you got the compass in there, you know which way to go. Um, and you can only ignore it for so long. So I don't know. Hopefully, in her situation, in that family situation, she starts acknowledging that and gets like the help she needs and everything like that. Um, but yeah, I don't know. So if any of this, like, if there's something, if you know where your north is, um, go to it. Like you got your compass. There's no excuse. You know which way to go. So stop ignoring whatever you've been ignoring. Stop dilly dallying on whatever you've been dilly dallying, and um, do the work. And that again, I mean, and I'm speaking for myself as well. Like these videos are for me more than anything. So, um, yeah. And then I don't know. It's good to know like what's your motivation, like internal or external, whatever it might be. It might be for yourself. It might be for others, and whatever is good enough for you. Like whatever gets you there. Like whatever does the trick. Like find those motivations. Um, I don't know. Could be, and it could be like a lot of things. Could be like a significant other. Could be kids. Could be for a raise at work or a promotion. It could be to like move out of your grandma's basement. It could be like whatever. I don't know. Get like a new car or that new Lego set. I don't know. It could be whatever. So find those motivations, use your compass. But then no, you just got to hold yourself accountable. Once you got your compass, like there's no going back. You can't like fake like you don't know the direction. So um I don't know. That's really all I got. I don't really have much. Um yeah. Overall just been feeling kind of like pretty good. I think it was just such a good weekend. Like it's like for every high there's a low. And I'm not saying like I'm low by any means, but I think like the weekend was just like super fun. Now I'm feeling like you go from that high of like good times to like kind of that like lull. So I'm feeling like a little bit lolly, a little bit funky, but not like in a bad way or nothing. Just like a normal kind of wore out, but like in a positive way. So just happy to just be kind of chilling right now. But yeah, that's all I got. I hope you all have a great rest of your night.